So Tyler, I understand that you want to become a fireman. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
How did you get interested in that?
So growing up, I went through some things, and it disqualified me from my ultimate career path of the military.
Okay.
So I dropped the military. I wanted to go into the military as a 31 Bravo or a military police officer. I got into wanting to go into civilian law enforcement, and I had a very bad personal experience with the criminal justice system myself as a victim and of different things, and I told myself that I probably couldn't do it myself. I felt like it would be too taxing on me. So I still knew I wanted to be of service and live a life in service. So looking at different things, I looked at DeSoto County Search and Rescue. At the time, they weren't accepting new applications, so I applied to a local volunteer fire department, thinking I probably wouldn't like it that much and would want to go to search and rescue when the opportunity came, and I ended up falling in love with it. And in January of this year, I started my Mississippi Volunteer Firefighter Cert class and officially finished and became certified in May.
That's awesome. Have you spent some time just investigating, learning about what firefighters do and what the training involves?
Yes, I have spent a lot of time looking up how to get not just departments hiring to go career and get paid, but also looking up the fiscal requirements and everything I have to do to, be able to get onto those career departments. There's different certifications that you need.
I apologize for interrupting you. Are you thinking about staying in the state of Mississippi?
Yeah, that's what it's starting to look like right now. Yep.
Well, we want you to stay here. We need you to stay here. That's awesome. Amber, tell us more about what the goal is of the transitional care program, essentially.
So basically, without Palmer Home, at 18, these young adults just kind of end up floundering. But Palmer Home offers something that's really unique. We provide this program from 18 to 24 that really just gives them that extra support that's needed. And it's something there's not a lot of resources out there for that age group. And, of course, they need it. We're able to provide housing if that's what they need. We're able to provide the support, get them into college, help them through that process. Whatever their goals are, we're there for them.
How long have you been doing this at Palmer Home?
So I've been with Palmer Home for about 7 years, but I've been with the transition program for about 2 years. I originally was on campus, and now I've kind of gotten to grow up with the kids, so to speak, and kind of see the other side of things and just how necessary this is.
If this program did not exist, do you feel like that perhaps much of the work that had been done to that point would be at risk for not having the transitional care program? Oh,
absolutely. I mean, I think about even just with myself at 18 years old, it's such a time of growth. You still need people. You still need support. You still need someone to encourage you and be there for you in any kind of scenario, emergency situations, but also we can all really think back and connect our success to the support that we had. Everyone needs support at that age especially.
Jim in the Delta says, I challenge all fellow PERS, that's the Public Employees Retirement System, members to give. There are over 300,000. If they all gave even a small amount, it would be wonderful. Totally agree with that, Jim, and thanks for that that challenge. So Tyler, when you discuss your goal of becoming a fireman with your friends, what do they say to you about that?
Some of my friends think I'm crazy. Some of my friends think I'm crazy for wanting to walk into danger. Other ones of my friends think they love it. They think it's great that I know what I want to do very young. Many of my friends, I graduated high school in May, and I'd say about over half of my high school class is probably going that I know of is going into college and starting as a general education degree, and they have absolutely no clue what they want to do.
Okay, so just going to college, but really not sure what they want to choose as a career. But you've already got your mind made up.
And all of my friends love that. They say they love that about me, that I've set my mind on what I want to do.
So do you think that you would enjoy the idea of, as a fireman, of protecting people and saving folks' lives sometimes potentially, and of course property as well?
Yeah, that's a big part of our job. Obviously, lives come first, and but if we get the chance, property comes second.
Sure. Human life first.
Yeah, human life first, property second.
Yeah.
We love, getting the opportunity to, save some property, because not everyone has the outcome of getting property back.
Right.
Also, luckily nowadays, fires are not that very common anymore. They still happen. They're always going to happen. I'd say about 90% of our job now is emergency medical care and responding to assist EMS crews.
I serve on the board of the Red Cross back in central Mississippi, and they told me that the number one disaster they respond to are house fires, that we have roughly one a week in the state of Mississippi,
oh, wow.
which is kind of shocking.
Yeah.
And so but many of those could be prevented because we have all this cool technology these days, just simple smoke detectors.
Yep. And that's the beauty of how we have grown. I learned in CERT class that houses back in the 80s and 90s, they only had one smoke detector, and it was usually located in the general part of the house. And you walk into pretty much any house in America today, and there's a smoke detector in every room, except for the kitchen.
And they're a lot more reliable these days than they were back in those days as well. So,
and one a week, that seems like a lot, but
I thought it was too.
Look at the statistics from 10, 20, 30 years ago. That's a lot better than what it
Oh,
used
there's no
to be.
doubt. It's improved dramatically. No doubt about it. What about working with the staff here at Palmer Home, Amber? Is it just a good culture? It always seems to be to me whenever I talk to folks. People love it here.
Yeah, it's great because I think it goes really beyond. Yes, it's a job, but we really are a family, and this is also our ministry. This is what we care about. And I think of Tyler. He's clearly so motivated, and he's so ambitious, and we're able to support him through that. And of course, there's still challenges, right, Tyler? Like, we're trying to get a car right now. Like, we gotta get this boy in reliable transportation. So, just supporting him through those early challenges. It's hard. It's hard. We always, in transition, we're always like, man, adulting, it's not always fun.
No.
So once you become a fireman and are doing that full time, that being your goal in life, Tyler, do you think you'll stay in contact with the Palmer Home?
Oh, absolutely. I don't know if I've ever said this, but Miss Amber and the people here to me have become like my family. Mm-hmm. Between the people here at Palmer Home and the people I have on the fire department I serve on, and just the people in my circle, I may not have contact with much family, but I have made a family of my own, and part of that is Palmer Home.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and this is why we do what we do. I'm so proud of you.
That's fantastic. Well, I can see you being a very successful firefighter. Honestly, I see you being successful at whatever you do. By the way, I got a text here on the C Spire text line from a regular listener, Tim and McGee. He says, is it just me, or has anyone noticed how well-spoken and extremely well-mannered all these kids or young adults are? What an amazing job they are doing there. So that's the projection that you guys are making to people across the state of Mississippi outside in our audience, and there's thousands of people tuned in at any point in time listening to this broadcast. So we appreciate you, Tyler. And we wish you all the best in your life and in your career. I know you're going to do great and make everybody proud. Thanks for coming on. Enjoyed meeting you.
Thanks,
Amber. Appreciate it.